energy. Because I know ain't nobody trying to take something that's supposed to be sacred. Because it's almost like they're commercializing something or banking off of something that's supposed to be sacred. Like, something sacred. Oh, I didn't bring any glasses. Amongst like a certain group of people, and then it's a very damning, or painful process, and somebody's making money off of like putting it on the dark web or exploiting something sacred that can bring negative energy on somebody's birth, rebirth, or transformation if somebody's going through a process. I was also thinking, if somebody's trying to say, oh, you're going through a transformation, and some what do you mean? Because I don't trust anybody but me with me. I'm like a Thoth energy. I don't trust nobody but me with what was mine. And so I don't know if like who would be trusted, like the way these people acting, to supervise some type of transformation or some kind of process that I'm going through. That'd be like me sitting here in my living room here, but somebody's like, no, you're going through a process, just chill or whatever. And you got my body or something that looked like me, or a vassal vehicle, car or something in another place, and somebody else's over the process, and they're doing something with me that I would not want somebody to do with me. I can't even peek in to see. That's why I feel like this is something that's either not for me, you're trying to put me through something that I was never supposed to go through, or somebody think they slick. Because because of the Gnostic energy, I can tell possibly what somebody's thinking or trying to process or trying to do, but it's to make it seem like I can see. It's there could be a blockage. There could be something where, again, I haven't gone through a process where we saw that potion and the key not being open. Somebody sending somebody through on a blind mission, but they're not supposed to be blind. They're supposed to be able to say, no, I don't like that, or don't do that, or something like this. It's like God blessing you with it, like with a full transformation, because these people put your body through so much, or try to harm you, or make you disabled or something. And then the same people that did this is the ones that's handling your process. You come back with tattoos on your face and shit, like something that you would not be doing. You're picking like, again, somebody bleach your skin, you come back a whole different color, or I don't know, because almost like there could be a man or a woman that does this, or you come back a boy and you still a girl. You know what I'm saying? And it's like somebody spoiled, or that think that they at the top of something, been able to do this, but you ain't supposed to be doing that with me, not with my image. So I don't know if somebody else, people trusted somebody, said, yeah, go ahead, do what you want. Oh, I'm so happy for this opportunity. No, this is my birthright. This ain't nothing I earned or something, even though I feel like it was my birthright, but somebody still tried to sit there and make me earn it when it's already in my itinerary for my existence. You understand what I'm saying? So, or yours, whoever this is. I don't know who we're talking about. This could be where some people have been taking advantage of this kind of process, and they're turning you into something that they want to be, because somebody thinks that they're going to do some type of transplant or something, and after they build this car up, it would be like me saying I want to have a 50th birthday party or a 25th birthday party, and this is how I want it. And somebody put me down or put me in a coma, and they plan the whole birthday party, and then by the time I get healed, the birthday is here, and nothing that I said I wanted for this birthday. Just like, I'm only gonna have one of these probably. I didn't have no say so in what, because I'm a real party planner, party giver, party something, bitch. I don't like to just party. I like to plan parties. I like to be in every little. I'm a control freak when it comes to something. If I'm gonna invest my money or time in something professionally, if I'm gonna learn how to do something, I'm gonna do it really good. Okay, on the level of like basic, really good though, right? Before I try to present it to the public. That's also something like this. maybe people are trying to exploit you going through something they don't understand. Then people start thinking that they can judge something or write things down about you. Oh, this person was depressed or something, but you really was just on downtime. It's something messy. But whatever, these people are messy. That's what I'm getting. These people are just messy. They like to mess around in other people's stuff. You know, I'm getting a $1 billion home built. I want it how I want it. I want to be there every day when they go there in the foreman. I want to meet with the foreman to see what's going on. I probably might even need to get a hotel around the corner while it's getting built. I need to be there. But somebody else is like, you come in, you couldn't be there for 2 weeks or something. You had to go out of town for whatever reason. And you come back and somebody said, oh, well, we needed to pick the cabinets and stuff. And that's the biggest part. The kitchen is my favorite part of the house. If I ever was going to decorate something in my house, it would be the kitchen. And somebody had already put the whole new kitchen in. Like, we had to go forward. We just used, we thought you wanted. No, you better think of motherfucking again. You know what I'm saying? And then when you tell them to tear it all out, because you're not going to say, this ain't like you forgot to, I asked for a double cheeseburger. You brought me just a single cheeseburger. No. So somebody might say you difficult. Like, you mean you want me to rip this whole thing out? Yes. I didn't tell you to put none of that in there. And I feel like in day-to-day life or something, we go through these processes. Some people, take the L or just like, I ain't even gonna trip like that. Forget it. I mean, it still look good or whatever. Da-da-da-da-da. But it's like somebody's been having to do that all their life, whether they know it or not. People have been planning and doing your whole thing, your whole life. You haven't had a say-so. With a conservatorship or something like this, you didn't even know you was getting accolades. You didn't even know you was getting money. You didn't even know because somebody else was getting it and spending it off your fucking back. Girl, please. Right? And then these people got to go through a work program and pay you back or something. They saying you a slave master or you just like the white man. Nah, motherfucker, you making me think, what did the slaves do? What did them people do to get enslaved like that and work for free? Is it what the fuck you just tried to do? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All right. So, we got a Queen of Castles here with this rose in her hand. Somebody's dressed in white. Okay. And then we have the 5 or 4 of Castles in reverse. So I don't know if somebody's trying to build up a fortress around someone, lock somebody in to something, because I mean, this don't look like no castle I want to live in with all those, it's kind of damaged, it's falling down, it's not really a good thing or whatever. This could also be somebody making you take the low road, or they're saying like you're a son of Spain, or this London energy or something like this. This may be something, that's curious. It's still giving me curious, sir, not circus, but not, girl, I'm about to say oil of Olay, circus of Olay. This is like giving me something like, a fancy, performance, something. It may not be that way. That just may be because I feel like every time I see that with like London energy, when it comes to the royal essence of it, I still feel like it's underground, or it's in the dark, or is it in the back, or it's hidden, or it's like in a deep pocket. I used to like this movie Mom for Sale, or Mom something, a new Mom for Sale or something. And it was these little kids that found like a corridor or like a portal, like in the back of a shop or something. I don't know what they was doing one day. They found this portal. I don't know if like, it says it's a storyline. It don't have to be like this, but where a ball went down, somebody was bouncing a ball and it went back into an alleyway, and then somebody looked to the side and say, oh my goodness, come look at this. And then they go into this portal, and there's all these moms in there perform, like it's a circus mom in there, it's a mom that just bakes stuff all day, it's a mom that's like the soccer practice. Oh my goodness, good job, yay, yay, yay. And these kids was getting tired of their mom because she was a single mom and she had to work all the time. Some of us could be going through that too. Like if you have kids and you do tarot or you do something online, a lot of people think because you're at home doing it, or you're not making money doing it, or you don't have 1 billion followers doing it, that it's not worth doing or something like this. So you could get a lot more, a lot more hate, or a lot more, people hating on, or not really having your back or something, when you're doing it. But they started complaining about her working all the time. And so They went there, and I think they had 3 chances or something like this. They had 3 chances to change out who their mom was, 3 or 4 or something like this. And they got the moms, and then they started seeing like, oh, I don't really like this mom, let's take her back to the market or whatever. And then at the end they was crying and sad and everything, because I think the portal was going to close and they was going to be stuck with one of these moms. And I think they went back to go find their old mom. And when she came back, when she came back through the portal or something, just being mean, like, clean up your rooms, this is crazy, I gotta work and you got your books, they was like, yes, okay, mom's back. It could be like, it's giving me something like that. Okay, I don't know. All right. So somebody's kids could be magical. Somebody could be telling you, just deal with it. You're not magical. Your children are, your spouse is, everybody around you, but you don't have any magic. But whatever magic you have or whatever you're able to do, these people are blocking it, or they use it as a battery pack for them to be able to do what they're doing. And when they do it, they rub it in your face. They rub in the face that you're just a plug for us or whatever. You don't get to partake in the special great things. And then they start abusing you with it. And then you take away the battery pack. Like, okay, yeah, you're saying all that, but guess what? You're still plugged into this battery pack, dude. So it would even be like, well, yeah, but we don't need you. We got battery packs all over the world now. Or this is like America's essential items, America's essential people. And somebody been trafficking them and taking them to other countries to power other countries. And now America is deplenishing because we're taking our resources or our special people or our gods and scattering them all over the world. And they're benefiting from it and we're not anymore. It's something like this. While people keep dissing us, talking about Africa is the motherland and these people have these gifts. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying America has hers too. Because there's not a problem with anybody having any kind of prideful things. People can come and wave Mexican flags, Puerto Rican flags, other countries' flags in our land and everything. Nobody says nothing. It's okay. Because, I mean, is it? I don't know. I'm guessing, whatever this is, if you're confident in yourself. But when America want to stand up for herself and say, hey, this may not be beneficial for us to allow people to continue to do this over here. Oh, you're racist. Oh, this is our land too. We live here. What does it take to be an American? Well, the kind that I am and these other people is, you can't. I mean, over here in this lane that I'm talking about, they're going to tell you down at the office, get this green card, get this. You could get married to somebody. Once y'all married, then you're going to be an American citizen. But I think American is a different kind of breed. These are people that may be able to trace their roots back to early times before colonization, or their families had something to do with colonization in making America great, or a bustling place or something like this. And you could trace your family, your lineage back to these particular people. And at this time, when we're waking up and we're rising, you are honoring America. You're fighting for wars for America. You're fighting for this for America. That's what makes it. You're representing the ancestors or the people in general that fought and died and bled and sweat on this land and fought for this land to make it a place. And then to have other people come in here and you can see it getting torn down. There's a problem with that. So, I don't know. It's almost like how even right now we were having our house was decent, everything like this. All the older girls moved out for like 4 years. Then they ended up coming back. And then now, it's little issues and stuff again. It's like, you know what? Some got kids and stuff. And it's just like, also, I would say that if somebody, that's what I was saying about like the stalemate energy. This could be something illegal or something abusive. If somebody, say that somebody snuck and took, say this masculine energy, if they played the part of my spouse, they cannot go under nobody else's arms or something like this and still have my intel and go under another woman's house. If somebody is building other houses or other spaces here. Okay. And then she is using her power over there, or she's coming in trying to overthrow me in my place by using my spouse That's treason. Do you get what I'm saying? Or this person is building something somewhere else, but they're trying to link in with my person. We talked about this in the Bible. It warned against this. Those are the sexual immoralities and things like this as well. If you know this tribe or this clan is over here, or you from the Midwest, but you over there building something with somebody in the East Coast, and then it's going against what you already came from in the Midwest or something, that's a sexual immorality. So, because sex is not just something where we put our private parts together, it also is putting your private parts together, private stocks, companies, finances, things like this, secret meetings, where you know that your other half should know about this if this is what you're going into. If I want to go into the mob, I might not say nothing about the mob to my person, but I'm in the mob now. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask, don't tell or something. The person should at least know that that's when so if they want to stay with me while I'm in this dangerous life, they have the choice or the opportunity. Because what if something happened to me while I'm in it and I didn't even tell the person, and now this person, unless I didn't give a fuck about the person, and now these people coming after this person or my other half because I never told them that I was in this and I died one day out in the field, shit like this, and now these people gonna go after her and my children or him, and I didn't even say nothing. You get what I'm saying? So when people start trying to take away somebody's free will in a way like that or in a manner like that, it's just not right. And I think that while information, this is like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's the age of Aquarius, or unless we're back already in the age of Aquarius. I feel like that was a couple years back, but we could be in another age of Aquarius now, where people are more spilling out what's coming. They're prophesying. I was just hearing, oh, it's prophesying. Like, this is clearly just prophesying. People are going to prophesy about different things. There's people that took in knowledge of very knowledgeable things about the government or secret programs. Some people just sit there and study FBI programs and they not just MK Ultra, but they have an itinerary of, or a whole library or a dictionary of different things that they've studied and found out about, and they may be able to spit out what they know, or their energy and what they took in, and that's what they're talking about, and they specialize in talking about that, and that's okay. If that's their specialty, let them. I mean, that's what they're doing. Everybody don't have to do the same thing. So, yeah, I just really think whoever this is, they want to, these are people that want, and then after it's already done, that's like saying you want a certain type of car, and you could afford that car, and you could afford to soup it up or whatever you want to do. But say somebody like, I knew you wanted that car, and so I went ahead and got it for you. But you was telling this person, when I get this car, I'm doing this, or I don't know it's just going to be so fun when I build this car. And it'd be different if you went and built the car, because you could have did it, but somebody else went and got it done for you. I mean, they're going to surprise you with it, with a bow on it and everything. You're going to look at it like, okay, it's the color I wanted. And then you might get up to the car and be like, but the inside, that shit don't match. I don't like this. Say this, it took somebody $100,000 to build this car from the inside out. And you don't want to be ungrateful, but it's like when I told you, it's kind of strange like that. Because somebody say, you should just be grateful. Oh my goodness, somebody would not even done that for somebody. But, you could be with somebody that's condescending, and they did that just to say that they did that. Oh, and so people, oh girl, look what your man did. And you did that because you knew me, and I'm a control freak when it comes to me building something. And you wanted me to make it because it's custom made now, see? And you wanted me to feel ungrateful, but I was telling you how important it was for me to be a part of the build of this vehicle. So why did you really go and get it built? You know me. And now I got to look like the bad guy in front of all these people when I tell you, yeah, you got the color right, but the inside, man, I don't. And now this is my dream car. I've been saving up for 20 years to get this car, saying one day I'm about to get this car. And every time I get in it, I'm looking at the seats. The leather seats ain't the color. It don't match or something like this. And it's just, what it would feel like. I don't know. I've never bought a sports car, or I've never had a new car. I've always had used cars, so, just to get me around or whatever. But I don't know if people that collect cars or have a lot of cars, they may know what I'm talking about. I mean, especially if I had the money to buy it too, just like that person had. If I was loaded like that and I had the money to buy it, then I had to question, why did you really do that? Because you knew I was going to be, you knew I was going to be like, and then be like, because you knew something in there was not going to be what I wanted. Because you thought of the plan. You thought of the plan of how you wanted the leather seats to be and all this other shit to be, and the leather on the thing, the steering wheel and everything, where you wanted to, you came up with, told them where to put the screen at and everything like this. I didn't get to do that. So, it's a nice thing, but is it? You know what I'm saying? It's like one of them tiptoe, it's one of those things like that. Because even if it's a transformation of the gods or something, it's like, what is that? Like, did you just really allow this man to create, or did you really let this person paint this canvas of what I want my facelift to look like, or, whatever this is that somebody would get? I don't think that that's how it works, but I'm just trying to be, because people be thinking I'll be just trying to be too real on here. So I'm trying to not be, but it's something serious. Like, I'm about to have to drive around in this car for the next whatever. I'm about to have to wear this face. I'm about to have to, be in this body or whatever. Like, I don't know. So we got a star energy here with these white clothes. There could be a star energy in reverse. Somebody could be caught in a lie. Somebody could be very, they could be very, like, I don't know, disgruntled or irate about something. Somebody's name could be Star. This could be like a star chariot energy. Somebody could be irate. This is like a group of people have a master, and their master has a lover that everybody knows who this person is. And these people thought that this master, they was able to make this lover look bad to this master by manipulating things around this person and doing something. And then the first thing is these people are watching, because these could be watchers, and somebody's like, for instance, what I told y'all yesterday about me getting called to go like an hour away to go pick up somebody because they accidentally locked their keys in the car. And eventually I left, but I got a feeling, and then I sent somebody else with the keys. But I was about to send somebody with the keys, but the person said, forget it. I got it open or whatever. Okay. Somebody looking like, that's bogus. All the person do for you or whatever like this, you didn't even go get that person. But I had an inkling, or I had a feeling about me going in that direction. You understand? First of all, it'd be like, too, like, I didn't have no extra petty cash around the house. And then it made me think about, like, damn, it's like that around here? You gonna make me risk going all the way? I already told you I don't have nothing. I don't have no cash. You didn't leave nothing here. I don't have no wallet. I don't have no ID. I don't have nothing here. That kind of sound like, but somebody could be mad, like, I can't believe you made that person, or you didn't go pick up that person or something like this. It didn't really, their opinions don't matter, but it could depend on who we talking about or what this is. But I feel like somebody got caught doing something. This is like even something somebody goes back to a situation, said that day when you found that person, this could be also supernatural beings or people that deal with these kind of cases. You said when you went back over there to get that person that this is what it was. And somebody's like, oh no, somebody's a liar. You're a liar. Like there's like what do you call it? I'm getting like a chariot with the wheels turning, or Ezekiel's wheel. But I'm getting like a quartet. Somebody keeps saying like this is a world quartet or something. But I'm seeing like a feisty cherubim, spitting out something. I know it's about the person I know it's about them, whoever they are. Whether it's the person, whether they got their boss fooled or whatever. Or the boss is in on it too. It's them. But somebody could be trying to spin something around on you, thinking it's going to take you out the game. So this is some people that could have thought that they turned this person against somebody. And then a key factor came out and now they're in trouble or something like this. And they feeling some kind of way. So they start lashing out at the teeth, gnashing at the teeth. And it sounds so much about your complaint about this person or these people. But the way they forcing it out, you could tell that they directing it towards you, the innocent one. Like everything that you would be saying, like you did this, you lied and stuff like this, and y'all gonna have to pay for this. Somebody was trying to inflict that on you, like spew it out. But they're the one, in their team, something is shady. We got the star energy here. Let's see what else comes out. This could be somebody, like I said, they could be connected to the royal family or something like this, or somebody trying to choose this person over me because of some prejudice or something like this. I'm not sure. All right. And then we got the 5 or something of castles here. This green castle. Oh, this is a graveyard. Okay. Of crypts. Okay. So we got something could be getting exhumed, or somebody could be going to the mausoleum or something like this. I was also get peons or something like this from that. I'm seeing that card in my one deck with the lady walking down that glass wall or that shiny wall, and all those names of those people is written all on it. I don't know. Somebody's going through checking something twice, seeing who's naughty or nice. Okay. But we got the 4 of crypts or whatever this is. 5, 6. It'd be like the 6. And it's almost like this greens is in reverse. Maybe these people are not greens that are buried here. It could be something else. Somebody could be like, say 30 years ago, somebody went through and did a switch. They killed some Targaryens and put them in something, and they were saying, oh, these is greens, don't worry about it. This could be good or bad. I don't know, y'all. Because look, even with this star energy, look at that green over here. That little bit of green, and then it's dark all everywhere else, but there's a little bit of green. It's like somebody knows something about what happened here when it comes to like doing something here. Good or bad, I don't know. Because we be breaking shit open here. And I don't know if I could feel it when I'm doing it. I don't even know if it's like I guess I'm not made like with a biased thing. It's kind of like it's kind of like a whirlwind. It's kind of like a disaster or something. When I feel like some people, I don't know, I feel it with me sometimes when I'm doing readings. Where people could be like, bitch, you stupid. You just told on your whole team. Because I don't know nothing. Because I was not there. I don't know. I'm just prophesying it. It could be catastrophic or something here. But what I'm hearing to God saying, being centered, and people like, girl, you ain't in the spirit. No, y'all being led by a deity or an entity. When it's coming out of you and you're not having no reserve and you're not having nothing, this is shit that have to, before something get clean. It's like disaster has to come before something get cleaned up. And then it could be like also somebody like, those your people or something, but was it really? You see what I'm saying? Like whatever, this ain't taking no names. This is just something is coming, something has been coming in here. You know, I don't know. And we got temperance in reverse here. There could be a scientist or a doctor, or somebody could have a cane. All right. Or somebody saying, her eye is cane or something is canes, but it may not be. I don't know, because that cane is in reverse with this person. And plus you got the temperance energy in reverse here. Something is off balance. I'm telling you, somebody done dug up something. It don't have to be a crypt. It don't have to be something. This could be something to do with New Orleans or Mexico, somewhere where they would have like a thing like this. Okay. But something is not right about what they just got up from somewhere. Okay. And this star energy is almost like this person was trying to be undetected or go something here. But it's almost like even back when this person did this, they could have been in their rowdier days, or they could have been new at something and somebody was bold. They wasn't being, you know, cryptic, or they wasn't being, because this way, this looked like somebody's like going in the dark, sneaking, Oh, I'm gonna go in there after dark and I'm gonna do like this. Somebody could have did something in broad daylight. Like something happened like right in broad daylight or something like this. And I'm getting a jealous factor here. And I'm getting even like some kind of racist energy or something here too. Like somebody's like, collect all my people, but say one person is just a little too fat or a little too dark or a little too light or a little too whatever this is. Somebody was being, they were discriminating, or somebody is the key to something. And people like, we could do this on our own. We don't need that fucking key. I'm tired of that person. Everybody talk about the world card or the key. We can do it on our own. It's something hateful like that, you know? Or like some people had to flee. Some people had to flee from one place. Remember on the originals, they had to flee from the north to the south. Excuse me. But all these people, most of the people that fled to the south, they could maybe look alike. They could have been, because they was all around each other at the same time. They got a bond or something. But they could have promised somebody, when you get settled in, you're gonna go back here and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna retrieve this person or you're gonna do this or something. And I just feel like somebody didn't. Something happened here that's off balance here. And then we had that pot. We had pot in there. But again, we got whatever's in this pot. These candles are in there. With this smoke or whatever this is streaming from it. Because this is like somebody in a whole... This like these people... You was with these people in the 90s. You thought you were still with these people today. But you're not. That kind of look like... Look, these lights right here kind of look like that. So you could have been sitting there at Christmas dinner in 1997 with these people. You thinking these the same people. If you go to Christmas dinner this year, they're not. These people are somewhere else. They could be in California, New Orleans. They could be in Mexico. They could be, you know, in Michigan. They could be anywhere. But those people, they all bound because of whatever was going on when they got removed or they had to go on the Trail of Tears. They're bound together because of that. Or again, it may not be the people that you sat down at the dinner table with in Christmas 1997, but these are people that was in the underworld. These are the identicals or the us people or the other people, the watchers that was in the underworld, you know, tethered people or whatever you call it. Of that time, maybe the tethered ones had to leave, or maybe the ones in the Truman Show had to leave and the tethered ones stepped in. Something happened here where it's making somebody want to get up, excuse me, exhume something or whatever this is. But somebody could have been doing this, some kind of magic here. Or this could, like I said, something about pot or weed, or somebody's name could be this, and they could have 5 candles inside of them. Okay. I don't know if these are people also. This could be some kind of work or something here that works to, people could bring this shit on themselves. It could be done to them, but so that the truth can prevail about a situation here. You know, I notice a lot of people tell the truth. Like, it's not the, some of the tarot readers, when they get taken over, they're telling the truth. So I guess it's wondering where you got the gift from. It's kind of telling when you start to organize, like that's why I said with Adam, he was told to organize them animals. This could also be organize these kind of people, organize that kind of people. Go in there and listen to them tarot readers and organize them people. What are you, you know, so that people can have, we're going into a new age. Some of this stuff is not written about. This is some, but it's going to have to be written or written. And so you could be somebody that's just supposed to be just sitting there observing and listening, because this is going to be a part of our new future. Should it be having power over people's who goes to jail and who dies and who lives and who gets? No. But if there is a judge of somebody that's ordained and they happen to have tarot cards, then yeah. But if most of these people are not, even if you was anointed or you was ordained to use the cards, I talk about for this particular thing, they're still not. So people are like chosen, but I feel like a lot of these people were chosen by a very powerful man, somebody of science, somebody that deals or dabbles with, you know, other things esoteric things. Some of these people were locked in by these particular people. They admired somebody's work, went to a couple of their sermons or their things or whatever, talks or something. And they got indoctrinated by that energy and just kind of, that's who they became. Okay. So we got that pot right there with all them little candles. And these are wilted candles. These are like, I don't know. These candles look kind of decrepit or something like this. Okay. And then we have this pot energy. So this could also be about somebody's DNA or genetics or something about, they could be trying to see something here about what kind of witch produces what kind of seed, or this is like something different. It's very different, whatever this is. And then you have the ace of candles here. Okay, this could be like your auntie and your friend or a cousin or something like this. Or somebody that was pretending to be an auntie or somebody else's auntie. It's like an auntie energy. This could be also the role that people take instead of being a grandma when they get up there in their season or something. But you got this pot, and you got them decrepit candles in there, red candles. And then you got the ace of candles in reverse here. I see somebody look like they're lighting this. I think that's a hand. Yeah. But this main person, maybe somebody is not the ace of wands, or they don't have the power because they didn't light somebody's way. Somebody could be saying that they lit somebody's way. And I feel like whoever this is, they didn't do that. Or whoever this candle, the ace of candles, is not the ace of candles. Somebody's been changed. Somebody's been altered here. All right. Maybe these people is people that fight on your team and they knew something was happening and somebody did something to do something to somebody that was doing something to you. This is the dangerous part of this, because it's so much like in my situation, when I see a coven in my head together, these are people like my mom, every woman probably that my dad dated that I ever met or that I knew was interested, flirting with him at parties. My mom, her person, I be seeing all these people in some kind of way bound, the first, second, third generation. It's just like a big mosh pit. It's like something like this. I see the in-laws, I see community people, I see teachers and school people. I see all this that wanted to have some kind of advantage, or it's almost like these people thought they owned me. But I really don't matter. But it's still some claim of ownership here. We'll say that that's the ace of wands there in reverse. Because again, if this is falling on her head like that, or about to take off her head, somebody did something that they didn't have the authority to do. But I don't know whose team this is on. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, this could be this something here. And then we have like a death here of somebody with these roses here. And then we have this pot energy. I don't know why I feel like I need more cards with this. I almost want to wait until I get back home. But it's almost like somebody put the light out for this ace of wands, this ace of candles here as well. And then they took these, they could have did something with these, again, these candles in here look kind of crooked and twisted and kind of weird like this. And then we got this, this pot with these candles in it taking off the head of this temperance male in reverse with the cane. But it's almost whatever the energy is being geared towards, who's powering something. It could be this five of candles or whatever that is. It's almost like this is their mission. Like also like a Delia energy here. Somebody that was keeping close to a child so that they can have power over a lot of people. This could be a male or a female. that's carrying this energy around me or you, somebody else here. Like, that's why somebody been sticking with you. They weren't really just so great to you, but they could have been better to you, but they weren't horrible to you. But again, what these people could have been making other people do while they sit there and smile in your face, that's the scary part for somebody. The Page of Crips, the wife of Frankenstein here. Page of Candles. Is making it seem like this is not who's buried in that tomb or something here. And I feel like this pot energy, somebody's like, oh, I'm your friend, but this person is trying to do something. They're trying, this is like an auntie kind of energy. I don't know why I'm picking up like an auntie energy. That, I don't know. They could have used these little candle things to do something to this bride of Frankenstein back in the day here. It's also giving me heavy women that was using, that was jealous of younger women in their family in some kind of sense, and using the men that they loved or the men that was supposed to be serving them to serve them, and forget about the young girl that's coming up that everybody's using their power. Work for me. Like, I don't know, some old head energy here. Yeah, Lovers in reverse. It could be also telling that a bride of Frankenstein been in reverse by themselves all this time. They haven't been having no lovers since somebody did whatever this is here. All right, even though they're not dead, they're not dead. So I don't know if these people are pairing up the dead and trying to make it seem like they're the living, or, you know, with Noah, there's a cleansing energy. I don't know if somebody putting dead people on Noah's Ark instead of living people, or I don't know what. This is something strange. Y'all, I'm going to have to finish this when I get home, because I feel like we needed a variety of cards to explain what the hell this is. Okay, and then look, we got this thing here. I be looking at my hand like this because my hand be real stiff when I wake up, but this is like in reverse. So I feel like somebody saying you're transforming, or it's because you're dead, or, you know, that's rigor mortis, or it's a spell like this to stiffen your body up. But somebody could be saying that it's something like this, but it's not. It could be like, see how this person look like they're just turning into something right there in front of our eyes. Somebody has done something. Somebody's feeding somebody something. Somebody's cooking up something here in a pot or in a stew or something and telling them to give it to that person. I mean, these are like skilled people with like scientific, like, this is like somebody can make a pot of spaghetti and you're the only, everybody else in there is werewolves or something. You a vampire, or vice versa. Or everybody else in there is living and you dead, or everybody else in there is dead and you living. So somebody could make a pot for a whole family of 6. You're the one getting affected by it. They're getting healthy by it. Whatever. If you eat this, you're getting afflicted by it. Somebody could be doing this way at the level of manufacturers. What's going in our bottled water, shit like this. So the bottled water, that somebody bring home bottled water every week, whatever's in that bottled water, it make them people stronger, but it's making you sick. Everybody's drinking the water, but it's something about your genetics being left some kind of way that it could be messing with you. Yeah, the High Priestess. There's somebody's trying to mimic somebody's energy, or somebody else wants to be somebody. I told you, this is just very strange. Hold on one second, y'all. Because this is like a masculine energy that could have been taken by your auntie or your mom or something like this, or somebody that, like a tethered person way back in the day. And so they loved you, but when they got taken by these people and beaten into submission, or they got groomed by these people, they started to like, or say these are two people that was trapped in the basement together for 5 years or 10 years. They couldn't help but build something between them two, a bond or a trauma bond. And so somebody always loved you, but they were trauma bonded to this person. When it was good, they was with you, but they was trying to bond, and there's something different about those trauma bonds. I feel like I'm getting here, but they could also be dangerous, right? And still thinking that somebody loves you or cares about you the way that they did in 1995, and you guys are kind of Stranger Things people. You might not want to bank on that either. because not wolf energies, but wolves, they might be able to keep the scent or keep a memory or something. But with dogs, it's who the dog is getting. Why what he said? Why must I chase the cat? Is who is pleasing the dog at the moment. So the loyalty changes after who's feeding. Do you get what I'm saying? I never had a dog before since I was little, but I would imagine if you being bogus to your dog and your dog live in the house with you and you didn't feed your dog for 2 weeks, at some point in time, he gonna fuck up your house. You gonna come home and your kitchen gonna be tore up. I don't know, but I would imagine. I would imagine he might snip at you or bite you or start biting people. That's just what I'm thinking. If somebody was being sinister and purposely not feeding their dog or their animal just to torment it or torture it, I don't think it's going to last that long. Somebody might come in the house and your ass be getting gnawed on. So, depending on what kind of dog it is, right? So, with these kind of energies, they should not be in, I feel like they should not be in relationships with people that thought that they thought that they was in a marriage or in a commitment like that. Why would you put that kind of person in that commitment like that? Because people go through ups and downs. They go through times or whatever like this, or spaces or whatever. I don't know. Somebody was trying to do something. And I feel like it's at the end so another person could actually be me and have the man that I had. And at some point in time, it's like they can hypnotize this person, like get out. With the churning of the thing or whatever, they can hypnotize this person to be rude or whatever, to humiliate you, to make you cry or run off and say, oh, he don't love me no more, Jody don't love me no more. It's something like this, okay? But again, you could have been, Jedi energy, you could have been already prepared for something like this, all right? Or slowly prepared. You can never be fully prepared for it. So we got the 4 of Candles. And again, some of these people are listening to our channels or listening to our cries or tapped into our frequency or whatever this is. And they are hearing what we're saying. And then, they're doing little shit here, man. But it's just because they wanted to. I told you some people is just doing something. And they're going to blame you in the end for like having a cry. But why should I think that any of these people are doing anything I'm saying? Because it's so far-fetched that if I say, oh my God, somebody is doing this to me right now, and da-da-da-da-da, what you're doing is so far, if it come up in the read or what somebody could have did to somebody recently, it's so far-fetched from what I was complaining about. Matter of fact, if I was complaining about somebody coming up in my crib or something, oh, I think somebody was just in there in the past 5 days. So, if you pulled this person out or you did something or you ran up on them or something, it's not stopping the problem. You just did that because you wanted to. Like somebody's doing something to people because they want to. Dark magic. And that's why I said somebody can't stay. Something is run down. Like a city is run down. It's just gonna stay that way. Like you could be in one of these small towns in the Midwest here, excuse me, along Lake Michigan, and like we be having these small downtown areas. It's like no matter what, everybody's been trying to come to this place and spiff it up or something like this. It's something cursed. It's something. This could be a curse of Ra or somebody, because we're in Racine County. So because of something, and this person know that they curse, but they know that you're supposed to be thriving like hell right now. And somebody trying to keep somebody down. I told you, whatever entity this is, they wait around for people like us to start getting our blessings coming in. And it's supposed to make you feel like, oh, I got tricked by the devil. I was feeling good and everything. Now I don't feel that way. Nah. But these also one of these places where they sit and wait for God's children to use stuff we're not used to on us to take something. But now this is the one now that you wasn't supposed to. And this is what's going to bring something to this place. Or this could be, this ain't happening for 300 years. Didn't happen for 300 years. And now something like this has happened again. They really couldn't afford this blow. Because somebody want to please some little rinky-dink ass bitch that been living off of other people's souls and other people's something. You did that? I'm about to stop drinking this tea because it smells like straight up pee. Ever since I've been bragging to y'all like, oh, it tastes so good, blah, 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 blah. This Arizona, this blueberry one, it's still good, but it smells like pee when I just open that damn bottle. So we were just talking about the distribution centers. Anyways, y'all, we're going to get back to the reading when I get home. I'll be back.